Today I'm going to run you through my Upwork profile. So here we go. This is what it looks like. As you can see, it's kind of really built out. So I'm charging $55 an hour. And I wanted to quickly add that even though it says $55 an hour here, I do charge per project. That's like a huge way to get out of the freelancing model and charge for the value that you're creating. I don't have a lot of total jobs, but because both our clients are on here, you'll see that's where all of the things are coming. It's basically here, and the in progress is where you'll find a lot of the big jobs. But I do want to walk you through what it is that I do for my Upwork profile and how it leads to this many proposals, requests just from Upwork alone. And it really comes down to like SEO, search engine optimization within Upwork. And you can basically follow this format where it's a little bit broken down, it's easier to understand, and gives you like a step-by-step of how we can work together. It is super important to do this and also have this portfolio because it is one of the best ways to get started as a freelancer with everything that you're doing to become either a digital nomad or even an agency owner. There are agency owners that get their leads a lot from Upwork in general. So I just wanted to show you that really quickly, but I'll keep going and I'll show you what I'm doing for the rest of the day. As I've already showed you, I was invited to 8 Upwork proposals, 2 interviews. It's right here. And I'm actually not sure if I'm allowed to show you exactly what's inside of Upwork. So I'm just going to talk to you about what it is that I look for. The first thing that I really look for is the payment verified? So like right here, have they verified their payment, how many hires? And it's not always necessary that they have to have that, but I'm just a lot more careful when putting in the proposals for those. The second thing that I look for is just the review. Some people will have like a 5-star review. As you can see here, 5-star review. And that's out of 48 reviews. That's probably a really, really good client. And there are some that are 3.65 out of 8 reviews. So that's probably a client that might not be the best out there. Just be really careful about what it is that they're wanting from you. The main thing that I also look for is the original message from the client. So if I were to pull all of these, you'll see that almost all of them are this type of lettering. Hello, I'd like to invite you to take a look at the job I've posted. Please submit a proposal if you're available and interested. Now, it does seem like it's copy and paste. Like if I pull up all of these, it's pretty much like that. Like this one, he put his name on there, but that's just like the default, and that's totally okay. It's totally okay to answer like a default profile. I actually don't know if I have one that like Upwork, basically like Upwork agents have sent me. Those are the ones. I did find one here. Let me just, so here it's like, here it's like a little bit longer, but actually like what it says is they're a talent specialist from Upwork. So they're not directly from the company. They're sending out a bunch of these. And so they basically want to get as many applicants, good applicants, but still as many applicants as possible to the specific project. Now, whether they're paying Upwork to do that or not is a completely different question. But usually with those, I just take a look at how many people did they send this to. Let's say if we looked at the job posting, which I'm pulling up right now, how many people like did they invite? This is where you will find that. They sent out 722 invites. Those are the ones that will probably just go ahead and decline no matter what, unless you have just the absolute top-notch expertise. I wouldn't even bother doing a copy and paste for this because the chances of you getting hired is essentially so low, especially if you're just beginning, that you really, 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 really want to make the most out of your time. As of right now, I'm actually going to decline this interview. So you just hit the decline button, and let me just, so here, decline invitation. If I go closer, select an option, and you would just say not interested in work described. Out of everything that they show you, just put not interested in work described. And then usually I'll just say a message like, thanks for reaching out, thanks for the opportunity, thanks for thinking of me here in this message to client. That way you don't, I wouldn't even say you don't burn any bridges because you don't really know them, but it just shows them that like, hey, I did take the time to write this out. So I'm going to do that really quickly and I'll run you through the rest and what else you should look for when you're doing Upwork proposals, whether or not you got invited or not. I just finished writing out, thanks for reaching out. And then you definitely do not want to hit this checkbox and you're just going to hit decline. And that's pretty much it. Now I have 7 interviews to go through. Those are the ones where are pretty easy for me. The ones that I do decline almost immediately are also the ones that, even though they're not like from Upwork talent specialists, they're the ones that have a lot of invitations, or ones, like I said, with a terrible like review list. If I look at this 3.65 out of 8 reviews, they sent out 20 invites and they're interviewing 7 people. That's quite a lot, especially if you don't have like a good review process. Another thing that I look at is what kind of feedback are they giving to other people. So as of here, this one was 5 stars, this one 4.8. This is to the freelancers, no feedback, no feedback. And then you just look at like what that review is. This one the work didn't get paid for. Now obviously there's more reviews, and they're also, as you can see, they're also not like they're giving out like 4.2 stars, which will really hurt you in the long run. My worst star rating is a 4.9, and even that I don't love it. You really want to make sure that you have a very solid 5-star rating, and it's something that you almost always want to ask your clients for. For this one, I will probably be like declining this as well. And this is the job posting. If you create an Upwork profile and you search social media manager, you might even run into this specific job posting. But and also like they also have a goal which is aim for 500 signups basically in the next 2 weeks, which is quite insane of a timeline. It's just not, I think, like a good fit. And so I'm also like right here, I already click on decline. So I'm going to decline this as well. Let's go over what it is that I actually look for in an Upwork profile from a client. So like I said, a good rating is quite important. I also love it when they're from the US, but I have also had other people reach out from other countries that I have taken on calls with. And the most important thing with the proposals is that you get them onto a call. That is quite literally like the number one thing for me is to get them on a call. But I will always open the job postings right here. If I showed you this one, it'll say like view job posting right here. You always want to view the job posting, even if they have invited you to interview, mostly because you want to see how many people have they sent the invites to. Right here, it's been sent to 20 people with 7 uncertain invites and 12 interviewing. And uncertain invites just means I haven't declined it or accepted it. 20 is quite a lot, especially since they don't have any reviews yet. They have had a spend, but it's quite low. It's 317. And you can also check out like other freelancers that have worked for them. This one, they worked with somebody, they're charging $25 an hour. A good 5-star ratings. Actually, like it could be good, but they are from Bangladesh. So obviously, like, they're charging high for Bangladesh. But yeah, if it's like a US client, you really want to have more of like a someone that just has a track record for paying for quality. As you can see, like out of 8, I think I'm gonna decline this one as well. It'll probably be down to those 5 that I'm gonna really take a look at. But I just wanted to kind of quickly go over with you what to look for when you're doing Upwork proposals. And like I said, I don't know to what extent can I really show things or not, but I at least wanted to give you a very, very quick overview of what a good profile does for you on Upwork, which is basically like you get shown on their algorithm if you have good targeting. Most everything on my feed is social media, and almost everything that comes to me in terms of interview is also social media. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about Upwork, I can also show you how I do like my proposals as well. Once I actually start putting in actual proposals, usually with the invitation to interview, I kind of play around with it. One person I just said, hey, I have ideas for you. Do you want to meet? And they were like, so you don't necessarily require as much effort. You still do, but it's not as much when it's a cold outreach. I'll go over that with you in a different video, but I wanted to go over this because I do have to answer these because even 5 days is already quite long. You really don't want to wait that long when it comes to answering Upwork proposals or even like the cold outreach through Upwork. Like what I mean by cold outreach is just putting in a project instead of being invited, you would like apply through Upwork. But yeah, it's just very, very different. But I wanted to give you a very quick overview because I'm already inside of Upwork, which is roughly a good chunk of how we do actually search for clients, especially in the beginning when I first started the agency.